Hello everyone and welcome back. In our last video, we had just made it across the Nevada state line. We continued a little ways into the state of Nevada towards the southern part. We had decided to come up another state from Arizona, as Arizona was starting to warm up slightly, and plus we just needed a bit of a change of scenery. We found ourselves a nice BLM spot. This was south of a small town of Searchlight, about an hour or so south of Las Vegas. It appears to have been something previously used by possibly the power company, from what we could tell. There's a lot of gravel scattered everywhere, which allowed some nice flat and level camping. We settled camp pretty quickly, and Paul decided to go off and have a little bit of fun, seeing as we were the only folks within the entire area. We had found a spot where some previous folks had been shooting some old tin cans and barrels, so we thought that would work out just great. And there is the damage. Overall, this area was actually really nice. It is by the highway, although the noise was not too terribly loud. But just walking around, there was a lot to kind of explore and see, even though it just looks so plain and boring and flat. I even found this cool rock. But in all honesty, the views are some of the best I've seen. You really cannot beat them. During this stop, Vinny got a brand new toy that we decided to try out. I think he really enjoyed it. Leave it! Ready? Ready? Also, while walking around, we came across these bizarre little spherical type of plants, and Paul figured out that these are buffalo gourds, something that I was not personally familiar with. There's a lot of back and forth as whether you can eat these or not. We decided not to. We did, however, enjoy the sunset later on that evening. But the next day brought some winds and some rain towards that area. Vinny did not let it stop him by any means. But you can see the storm brewing on the horizon to the northwestern part of Las Vegas out through there. So we spent a lot of the day indoors. But a couple days later, we were on the road, and for an extremely important reason. We were traveling once again south to Arizona, nearly 8 hours of driving. We made it into Phoenix for the evening just as temps were starting to slightly cool down for the evening weather. The next morning we were up bright and early on past Tucson and further down I-8. This ground will look familiar as it's been featured a couple times in our video, especially these rocky formations. You may remember them from our drives from Las Cruces over into Arizona, but this is where our destination lay ahead. We drove for around 20-ish miles, I want to say, before hitting the dirt road, which would lead us to this place. This is Paul and I's future home. That's right, we have purchased, and as I record this today, finally closed on 5 acres of undeveloped land. So, as my title reads, is this the end of van life? And to answer that, no, it definitely is not. We decided to purchase this land as we had been looking for a couple years for something similar, some unrestricted land in the acreage that we needed and for the zoning that we needed, meaning that on this land that we purchased, we can build whatever we wish. There are some caveats to this land, which we'll go into possibly in later videos and talk about it some more as we document that journey. But as of now, van life is still in full force. We have a lot of commitments this year that are geared around that life. And so we will continue onwards with that. And once time allows in our off season, we definitely are switching gears into kind of viewing and working on our future homestead, which we do not plan for it to be very quick, easy, or simple by any means, but it's something that we can continuously work on while also having the ability to live this wonderful traveling and van life lifestyle. So I wanted to pause briefly to kind of make sure that everyone was aware that this isn't the end. It is definitely a side project by means. It is definitely will take up some of the time, and I know a lot of you probably watch this based on our van life content. But like I said, we're not going anywhere. Miss Penny's with us, and we are looking forward ahead to many more adventures in this nomadic lifestyle. So with that, back on to some more content. After meeting with the realtor and finalizing some documents, we were on our way further south and then back northwards, this time coming up through Bisbee. We were trying to find a nice place for 2 overnights, and we did find a place that really was quite impressive, as you'll see. However, it should be noted that impressive views come with some quite interesting terrain to get there. Down there is the town of Bisbee that you can see. Eventually, we made it up the windy dirt road and found a spot that was just perfect. This is noted as Juniper Flats. This is free camping, up to 14 days. Way off in the far distance is the country of Mexico. We took the evening to just sort of relax, decompress, and celebrate our new land. The next day, we explored a little bit of around the area, further up the windy road into some parts we did not get to. There's obviously a lot of juniper trees, which is where this place gets its name from. And the views, to be honest, on either side of the mountain were both spectacular. This was my working view for the day, or as I call it, my view from the office. But all good things, of course, cannot last, and we had to head on back down the mountain and onwards back towards Nevada. I will note that if you are coming up this mountain, please be careful, especially if you have a trailer or something behind you. These roads were very steep. We did lose our grip at one point. But like I said, we were on our way and back towards civilization once more. That's all I have for you this time, my friends. Thanks for watching and take care. See you next time.